Happy Thursday, beautiful souls. Happy full moon in Cancer. This is Shamama Hunting Owl with your weekly twin flame reading. Today I thought we'd do something a little bit different, a little bit fun, just a little off the beaten path. And I have my dear friend Jesse from California here with us today on Skype, and he's actually going to do the reading with me today. So Jesse, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hello everyone. Welcome to this week's installment of your dearest Shamama Hunting Owl. First off, I'd like to thank her for everything that she's done for me and everything that she continually does. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my other half, Becky. Love you. Always have, always will. Alrighty.
All right. So yay, rock on. We're going to do this, and it's going to be kind of weird and crazy, but whatever comes out of this is what's supposed to come out of it all. You know it, babe. Okay, I want to thank everybody, all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers, everybody who's been sharing, liking, scheduling sessions, all that stuff. You guys are fucking awesome, and I love you all. Okay, we're going to be using today 3 different decks, and we are using, for the masculine, we pulled cards from the Wizard's Tarot deck. For the feminine, I used the Lilith Bible Tarot deck, and then we have some cards from the Psychic Heart Tarot deck. Then at the end, I actually think I'm going to be pulling a Rune stone, which is something I haven't done for you guys before. So we'll see how the energy goes and what we feel is happening. So, okay, so the first card, we did do a separate reading, masculine, feminine, and then some union card. And the first card we got, which we're going to start with the Emperor card, Jess, from the Wizard's Tarot. Okay? And all right, so you want to start or you want me to start, babe?
Go ahead, darling.
Okay, so the in the Wizard Tarot, the Emperor card is all about business. So the masculine right now, the divine masculine, is seriously got his mind on taking care of his shit. Getting into, he is all business, all action, doing the things he needs to do in his world. Very secure, very stable, very sort of just black and white, just bam, 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 shit's got to get done. And they are taking care of their stuff. Jess, what do you got to add, babe?
They're kind of putting their other halves a little bit on the back burner. But that's a really, really good thing because we all want them to come to us in a very stable, harmonious, balanced position, balanced stance. So them doing what they're doing as far as prepping their three-dimensional world it's all in preparation to come to us. So it's a really, really good card.
That's right. And something else that you actually just said about them making things balanced and stable. Everything in this card is very square and very four-sided. All the background features in the card that you really can't tell from the video, but trust me, they're there. And
Right.
and the fours, all I've always said, stand for the 4 legs of a chair, which is this is how they build their stable foundation to come to us. This is where the stability and balance comes from. So that's hugely important. All right.
Yeah, no, I mean it's for them, balance and stability can only come when all 4 legs of the chair have been put together. I mean, sure, you can have a chair with 3 legs, but how long is that thing going to last? You know what I mean?
Exactly. All right, so the next card for the masculine that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, babe. All right, and the Knight of Cups, what's really beautiful, there's a couple of things that are really beautiful about this card. So the first thing I want to talk about with this is the moon in Cancer, because the moon in Cancer is today is all about water. It's all about emotion and flooding of emotions and love and nurturing. So this card is really beautiful for the masculine because, it shows him, reaching out, finding this beautiful treasure and realizing all the love that comes with this treasure that he's found. The other thing that comes out to me on this card, really important, is he has this necklace on that's got 3 circles. And I feel like that's him embracing his mind, body, and soul. Truly coming to terms with it all. Jess?
Of course. the Knights, as we all know, is kind of a very fast moving energy, and this Knight here, he's kind of zooming through, and he's zooming through looking for cups, or in a more three-dimensional sense, just kind of prepping for his stuff as fast as they possibly can. And they're gonna find they're gonna find what they need along the way. Do not worry. They don't. I mean, I'm not worried about them in any way, shape, or form, because they're gonna get what they need, and they're gonna get it, and then that's gonna allow them to come, in a very balanced, harmonious way. So trust that they're doing their stuff, because it's going down. I'll tell you that much. So
that's right. And they are full of love. And that's the thing you need to remember.
Of course.
Even though they are very much in this very business-minded sense of taking care of things in the 3D, they still have all of this love. So that's what you have to remember.
Right.
Yeah. So the next card that we have for the masculine is, who is this? The Hangman. And the Hangman, you like this one, because in this one, he's not hanging upside down, number one. He has a completely different perspective on things. To me, there's a couple things that scream out in this card to me. The first thing is he's got an eye patch over one of his eyes, which means he sees things from a different perspective. He can actually see things from a subconscious and unconscious level now. There's also two other things that are really cool in this card. To me, the other thing that comes out is on the desk, there's this book that has this little Hebrew symbol in the book that is a symbol, again, for water, which again ties into this whole Cancer Moon thing and about flooding of emotion. And I feel like he's seeing his emotions through a different perspective. He's going within to truly see where that love is, where those feelings are. The other thing that really jumped out at me at this card was the window, the covering over the window in the back. And everything, they're the Rune stones. So that's kind of what clicked in my mind and went, ooh, Rune stones, I have those. So I think at the end I'm going to pull one and just see what the hell comes out of it. Because this is all of them, and I think it's pretty cool. So, all right, Jess, what do you got to add, babe?
I mean, as far as him, so yeah, there's a sense of water there and emotions and whatnot. And this Hanged Man is, I mean, he's like Christine said, he's got an eye patch, and he's looking at his emotions from the right perspective now. Excuse me. So, which is very, very good. They're coming into tune with their emotions and their feelings and understanding exactly what these things are telling them, and for them to proceed positively in their own lives. So yeah, it's just they've got a handle on their emotions, which is awesome. I mean, that's a huge, huge step. So congratulate them. Send them some love, send them some courage. Be proud of them, because that's a huge step. Not a lot of people master that, and we're fine. As much as we have, and they are finally coming into mastery of their own emotions and feelings. So very, very good job, masculines.
Yay, our masculines! Yay! All right, last card for the masculine is basically their underlying energy for this, for their part of the reading, and this is the Challenging Times card. Okay. And it's a 5, which means that things are changing. And we all know that. There has been this huge shift in energy that everybody has been feeling. It started around the middle of December with the portals opening. And it's not just like it was this one blast of energy that happens. There's a ripple effect from that. And we're still in that ripple effect. And the masculine is starting to be shaken by that ripple effect. I mean, it hit us first, I feel like, and then is kind of as the rings of the circle open up, it's hitting them, and they are going through challenging times. They have a lot of stuff to deal with. They're going through their dark nights of the soul. They're integrating all of this stuff. So we have to give them credit and give them the time and the patience that they deserve.
Right, and show them some compassion too. I mean, it's because, I mean, as far as we all know what we want and whatnot, and that's them, that's the sort of thing. But you gotta come at this from a place of compassion and love, because we all remember when we got bombarded by energies and we had to just completely disconnect from everything to be able to handle our stuff, because there's just so much that just got poured into us, and we get it. And so we have to be, and we've showed ourselves some compassion. So it's time for us to show compassion towards them, because that's really going to help them out.
That's right, Jess. You're awesome. Okay, ready to move on to our feminines?
Do's it.
All right. So the first one for the divine feminine is the Daughter of Cups. Okay, and the Daughter of Cups in this card is she is looking toward the masculine in the reading in this very disappointed and sort of melancholy way. She's looking toward them, and she doesn't even see this beautiful cup ahead of her, in front of her. She's even holding lilies and has this beautiful bird and has all the signs of purity and spirit with her. And yet all she can do is feel this disappointment and this longing for the masculine. And this shit's got to end. This shit's got to end. I mean, like,
yep.
Disappointment, there's no room for this stuff anymore, right, Joss?
No, there is absolutely no room for it, because if you look around at everything that you do, or everything that you have, and everything that you're given, and everything that you give, it's all love in one form or another. So that daughter right there, she's being very disappointed because she's not getting the love that she wants. But the thing is the love is all around her. And when you can really, if you guys can just really sit down and feel all the love that you've been given, whether that be in a thank you from someone, or a hug, or a little gift, or someone buying you a meal. It's all about the little things, and when you really see all those little things as love, like, you are good. Like, you don't. It makes this whole journey so much easier. So just stop and look around at all the love that we've already been given. It's time to acknowledge that love, and it's time to embrace it. And it's time to feel it.
That's right, and stop worrying that it's not coming from the masculine.
Right.
This is not all about the masculine. This is about humanity, the entire world.
Exactly, and it's just the simplest highs and thank yous that people give to you, and the simplest, like, love. We don't have to overcomplicate love. We can just, love is all around us. It's literally the fabric of space and time. So let's just, a place that I came to a couple weeks ago. It's just look at what the love really is. It's the trees. It's the trees of the forest. It's the food that you eat. It's the money that you're given, money that you work for. And the hugs and all that stuff. It's all love, and it's time to feel. It's time to actually sit there and fill that cup up for yourself. That's
right. Awesome, Jess. All right, the next card we have for the feminine is the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is a very, very fiery action. This is a call to action card. And this, to me, basically says to the divine feminine, you need to get in your masculine energy. You need to make shit happen for yourself. This is about new ideas. This is about new projects. This is about taking the initiative. This is it. It is time to call to action and step into your masculine energy to get shit done, and stop sitting here being all fucking disappointed and, where's my boy or my woman or whatever, Jess, what do you got to add?
It's time. It's everything that we've ever learned on this journey, and everything that we've ever sought out for ourselves. It's time to get off our asses and stop procrastinating. Just get the hell off, go do it. And it actually is really easy. It becomes integrated into your normal routine daily pretty damn easily. So just stop procrastinating and let's go, because it's time. Because with all the planets moving direct, it's time. It really is time to set your entire future up right now. This doesn't happen very often when all these planets move direct. So all these energies are coming in, and it's up to us. It's up to us to use them and channel them and use them for our best. For our highest good. So yeah, let's just take these energies, let's put forth some goddamn action, and let's get rolling. It's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to start moving. It's actually, and procrastination is one of those things to where we are afraid that we're going to get overwhelmed, but the thing is we're at such a level now that when you start implementing things, it's actually quite simple, and it's really easy to implement into your everyday routine. So don't think about it, just go.
Right.
It's time we stop talking about it, and it's time we started being about it.
That's right. I mean, literally, while Jesse was talking, all I kept hearing my guides and spirits say was, "It's go time. It's go time. It's go time."
Let's get rolling.
That's it. That's it. So beautiful. All right, last card. Well, almost last card. Then for the Divine Feminine, we also have the Ace of Cups. Now, if this doesn't speak to the fact of the masculine finding the Knight of Cups, this is the same freaking cup, Divine Feminine. Okay? This is the cup underwater that he has found. This is spirit bringing it to him. This is the Divine Feminine needing to believe it, feel it, be in that space, and understand that this is all divinely guided. Once again, spirit has brought this to us, and you need to acknowledge it for what it is and get off, remember what this is all about. Remember what it's all about. Jess?
Essentially, what this cup is telling me is, what I'm getting from it is, guys, it's super redundant to try to control what you're given. What you're given is love. It's ridiculous that we think that we can control it. The thing is we just need to let love happen. It's all around us, and when stop trying to control it. Because when you try to control love, it's like you're banging your head against a wall. It's just going to keep throwing you around in a circle, and then you'll end up at the same point every single time. So that being said, just stop controlling love. Just go give it freely, and it comes freely, and in whichever form that may be, right? And the thing is I'm not talking about going ahead and giving that romantic side of you to someone else. It's not that complicated. It's super easy. Just go out there, and you're given so much love. Now it's time to go. Now it's time to give it. Just go out there, hug someone. Do something nice for someone, because you know what, that makes this journey so much better. It's so easy if you can come to that place.
That's right. All right, so the last card we have for the Divine Feminine, actually, this plays into what Jesse is talking about, is the Master card. And this is, when I look at this card, there is so much love that is radiating out of this card, but the Divine Feminine is keeping her heart in a box, kind of caged behind bars.
Yep.
In almost like I only want to save this for my Divine Masculine, or I'm scared to let it out to everybody or anybody, and that's bull. That's a bunch of crap, because we're here to love everyone. Our love is not just for our Divine Masculine. And again, we're not talking about romantic love. We're talking, there are certain things that are very sacred, and that's something else. But this is our just true unconditional love for humanity.
Right.
So
it's just one of those things to where it is difficult. I grant you that, to have all this love contained for one person. I've been there. I've done that. It doesn't make it any easier to hold all that stuff in. Release those bars from your heart and get out there and just love people. And the thing is you can choose which way you love someone every single time. It's your choice on how you love someone. And so long as it's coming from your own true knowing, it's like you don't have to go out there and give some romantic love freely, because that's yours to give, and that's yours to choose whoever you want that to be with, right? And of course, I know we all choose that with our divine counterpart. So it's love comes in many different forms, and it's time that we undid those bars on our heart and just went out and gave it. It's that simple. Yep. It's very, very not. It's not. We don't need to overthink this one. We don't need to. Love can't be contained, and when you try to contain it is when it hurts. So That's just right. Get out there and give it. That's
right. Awesome. All right. So all right. I'm thinking. All right. Let's do the balance card next. So the Union card was balance. And this is truly the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine coming into their heart space, speaking their truth, and becoming balanced within themselves within themselves, meaning feminine adding to your masculine energy, masculine adding to your feminine. And I think that was really clear in the cards, with the masculine showing that they're, you know, the emperor, but they still have this warm heart space. And the feminine realizing that, yes, you can be soft and feminine and you know, pure, but you got to get some action done. So that's us bringing ourselves into balance. But it is also about bringing our unions into balance. And the more
Right.
we are balanced, the more they will be balanced. Right, Jess?
Exactly. So it's essentially, it's just coming to balance with both your masculine and your feminine energies. Like, because if you're not balanced, you're gonna live a tough life, and things will be hard for you. But when you're in actual true balance within yourself, within everything's just on cruise control. So that's essentially what that card's telling me is, let's just, I mean, if you're unclear of what balance actually kind of means or anything like that, do some research into what masculine and feminine energies, what sort of characteristics they have, and what sort of characteristics that you have within yourself, and come into balance with all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's, and when you do, everything else becomes balanced too. Your divine counterpart becomes balanced. Excuse me. And then your whole entire life becomes balanced. So when you operate from a very balanced state, everything is just okay. You know, like, sure, let's go, and it's great. It's all beautiful. It's a great way to live. So that being said, this card is urging us to come into balance. And there's going to be a lot of people who are watching this video who I know are kind of, they understand what balance is, but they're not actually living it. So like that card earlier, let's get out there and let's actually do stuff and let's live our balance.
Right, exactly. All right, and the last card for the reading that we have is the Magician card. And this magician is awesome. We love this magician, right, Jess?
You know it.
So we can create anything. To me, you know, Jess is going to talk about the infinity symbol, but for me, the first thing that came out of this card was the fact that the top of his little hat has this thing that's like the moon. This is the full moon. This is time to make shit happen, make our magic happen, because we are manifestors. We can create anything. Anything.
If you look at that card, and he's kind of doing his abracadabra hocus pocus with his hands, and he's got infinite, and he's creating infinity in that infinity symbol in between his hands, meaning we are limitless creators. We can literally create anything we want.
That's right.
And there's an infinite amount of things that we can create.
That's right. You know, the other thing with the infinity symbol, you know, we always say it's the symbol of the twins. It's about finally we have the power to move the energy between ourselves and our twins. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to stay in the right mindset so the energy moves the right direction. So you're not taking a step back.
Right.
You know, keep your thoughts clear. Keep your intentions clear. Keep them pure.
Exactly, and it's just, I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh God.
Oh, Jazz.
There. Yeah, I had a really good point to make,
but it's gone?
crap, it's gone.
Oh, shit. I hate when that happens.
Yeah. And even if you do take a step back, show a little compassion for yourself, right? Because you're not going to get this down right off the bat. Like, it's, I mean, there are some people who do, and there are some people who don't. And regardless if you're one of those people who does, it's okay. Like, all this is okay. It's okay not to have everything down all at once. It's okay to, you know, life is just trial and error, and it should be fun. But it's up to you on how you look at it.
That's right. All right, so I'm stirring up the bag of runes, and let's see what we pull out. And what do we got? Let's see. Okay, I have no idea what this is, so let me look it up. I don't know what these are. I don't use them often, but hey. Okay.
I'm not making fun of you.
Yeah. See, that's what it looks like, Jess. That's what I pulled out. Okay?
Right, I see it.
Okay, so this is, I'm going to go to the page in the book and see what this is. Oh my goodness. It says strength, manhood, womanhood, a wild ox. This rune is of termination and new beginnings. Drawing it indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form, which must die so that new life and energy can be released in new birth.
Oh, yeah.
This is about self-transformation, positive growth and change. Although there may be a period of darkness as part of the cycle, but that's part of becoming renewed.
Something has to die.
Something has to die, yes.
For something better to be put in its place.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when I say something, it's not. It's just old, outdated belief patterns, old, outdated perceptions, and that sort of thing, and old, outdated dreams and old, outdated illusions that we've seen, and that sort of thing. All those things have to die for our highest perspectives, our highest truths to fill in.
That's right.
And that's essentially what that's telling me.
Yep. Okay, so it also talks about how self-change is never coerced. There's always free will to resist it. But you need to remain mindful that the new form, the new life is always greater than the old.
It is.
So...
And let's not try to resist that, because that's only going to cause you discomfort, pain, and that's going to suck. So essentially, just go with the flow, ladies and gentlemen, and just keep on chugging along. And because it's when you go with the flow, and there's no point in trying. Say you're flowing down a river, and then you try to hold on to a branch because you're scared of what's down the river. It's just let go. Everything's going to be great.
That's right.
Have no fear. All these changes that are coming in are awesome. And yeah, they might be a little uncomfortable at first to make and all that sort of stuff, but the joy and happiness that you will experience can't even compare to the pain and sadness that you might experience.
There you go. All right, so that's a wrap on this reading, guys. Jesse, thank you so much for being with me, darling. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, so I'm sending so much love and light, blessings and gratitude always, beautiful souls. Have a great week. Have a great full moon, and we'll talk soon. Love you guys.
Peace out, y'all. Sharpton for Prez.
Bye.